Sometimes we look at a problem and we come up with different conclusions of what caused the problem or what will solve the problem. And one example of that is in St. Louis, they have the highest STD rate in the country for gonorrhea. Okay? Nothing to be proud of, but it's a fact. Now, the way to explain how we come up with these different ideas, there's a story of a farmer in a field who was delivering a calf, and the city guys were driving by on the road and saw the farmer with the calf puller, and they looked at each other, and it was the strangest thing they'd ever seen, and one of them said, "How fast do you think the calf was going when he ran into that cow?" And the point of the story is, we're looking at a problem and without a reference point coming up with different conclusions. So we're looking at St. Louis having the highest STD rate in the country, and the Republicans, who I was surrounded by, came up with this idea. We already pay for free clinics. We have free STD clinics with free drugs. But that wasn't enough, because we still, even with free drugs and free clinics, have the highest STD rate in the world. So you'd think somebody would say maybe that's not fixing it. Maybe it's caused by something else. And no, the Republicans wanted to pass what I call the doggy bag bill. So the women were coming in with diseases. The doctor would give them a prescription. They would go home and get treated. A few weeks later, the same woman comes in with the same disease. So they're like, I get it. I got an idea. Let's give her like a free dose to give to her boyfriend. And that way, he will get himself cleaned up, and then nobody else will have STDs anymore.
Which boyfriend?
And you know, there were 34 representatives who voted against that bill. And the rest of them thought, oh, that sounds like a good idea. When it went through my healthcare policy committee, which I was on, I put an amendment on it that said at least the doctor should have a medical health history form. And when it went to the Senate, they not only stripped off the health history form, but they added a $2 million expenditure for us to also do HPV injection education at the same time. And the drug company was going to be benefiting from it. And I was like, this is incredulous to me.
How can you prescribe a prescription without a medical history? Isn't that illegal?
Oh, but when it went to the Senate, they not only put it in, but they also added an extra clause that said the doctor has full immunity if the person has an allergic reaction.
You lose your license for doing things like that, right?
And
so how many people took those extra drugs and sold them?
Good question, and I'm only using it to explain to you what happens in the legislature when they ring the bell and open the board. And I asked a friend of mine how session went last year, because it was my first year not there for a while, and she said it was nauseating seeing all the people look up in the balcony to find this or this from the lobbyists. And you saw it during special session.
Wow.
You were there. I'm telling you, we are in trouble, folks.